Hello, what is up? Welcome to 30 minutes of high intensity interval training with no repeats of any exercises and no rest breaks. I'm Preston. We'll get right into a warm-up. All right, there we go. You could skip the warm-up if you want by using the timestamps on the video. Let's start with some big arm circles in one direction. And then let's reverse the arm circles in the other direction. So all you'll need today is a mat and some water. You could pause the video at any time if you want. Let's reach side to side. Pivoting on the back foot, reaching towards the side walls. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Let's do some good morning stretches, fists next to your temples. Hinge forward as you push your butt back, nice flat back. Engage your abs on the way down, then push up with your butt on the way up. Let's do 2 more of those, good morning stretches. And then last one. All right, great job. Let's walk out into a plank position. Walk your hands out to that plank. We'll reach our right foot outside of our right hand. Extend the right arm up to the sky and thread it underneath the left for 3, 2, and 1. Let's tap that left knee down on the mat for 3, 2, 1. Opening up through the hips. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Left foot steps outside of the left hand this time. Open up to the left. And then thread that left arm underneath the right for 3, 2, and last 1. Place that left hand back down on the mat. Let's tap the right knee down for 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot back. Let's walk your hands back to your feet. Slowly roll it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. We'll do some small squats. So feet hip distance apart. Squat down. If you feel like going all the way down, go for it. All the way down with the squat. As low as you can go for the warm-up. Do 3, 2, and last one. Come back up to standing. We'll end the warm-up with 10 seconds of jumping jacks and then get right into the exercises. So let's go with the jumping jacks. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Remember, you can pause the video at any time you need a rest break. Half burpee with a knee drive. So hop up, hop out to that plank. 1 knee drive, 2 knee drives. Hop back in, hop up, hop out to that plank. I'm driving opposite knee to opposite elbow. You do whatever feels good for you. You can also do same knee, same elbow, whatever you feel like. Opposite knee to opposite elbow is a little bit more challenging, of course. 10 more seconds here. Great job. Up next are scissor jumps. Let me put in my headphones so I can hear the countdown timer. All right, scissor jumps. Start with your feet together and hop out slightly. So we're just scissoring our legs as we hop our legs out. You could also do plyometric jump lunges. Nice and deep jump lunges. Whatever works for you today. Keep that up for another 15 seconds. Just going to make a quick adjustment here on my headphones. All right, let's connect that. All right, great. And let's do reverse lunge with a kick. So we're doing alternating legs, reverse that leg back, come forward with a kick, back to center, left leg back, 90-degree angles kick. So we're doing a reverse lunge, trying to get that knee that back knee as close to the mat as possible. With a front kick at the end. Get that leg as straight as you can in the kick. It doesn't matter how high the leg goes. It matters how straight you can get that leg. All right, pistol squat up now. Pistol squat is, we will start with our feet hip distance apart, all the way into our right. As we sit back, try and go as low as you go. As you extend the left leg out straight, you squat lower in your right. I can't get very low. As you get to the lowest range of motion for your squat, switch legs, opposite leg, pistol squat. So some people can get all the way down to the mat. I cannot. So the goal here is to sit back, weight into your standing leg, heel, and then push back up, standing. All right, bear crawl. So let's walk out to all fours, then lift your knees a couple inches off the mat, crawl your hands forward, and then once you reach the top of the mat, crawl your hands back. So forward to the top of the mat, keeping your pelvis nice and low, and then making your way back to the bottom to top. Knees hovering off the mat just a couple of inches. Great job, keep it going. Nice and low. And let's come up. So up next we have a broad jump with a shuffle back. Start at the bottom of your mat, hop forward, land nice and soft, and then shuffle yourself back. So broad jump forward, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle back, fast feet back. Try and make the jumps the length of your mat. If you don't have a mat, jump as far forward as you possibly can. Land in a deep squat on the balls of your feet. Last 10 seconds here. Keep that going. All right, up next, single leg Romanian deadlift. Let's put all of our weight into our right leg, slight bend in that right knee. As you lower yourself, hinging at the hips, sticking that left leg straight out behind you. Try and get a hip height. And then when you reach the bottom of your range of motion, push up through that right glute. Come back to center, switch legs, all of the weight into the other leg, slight bend in the knee. Hinge forward as you stick that opposite leg out back. Right leg, hip height, and then push up on that. Try and get one more in here. Come back up. Hindu push-up up next. So let's walk out into a plank. First, second, raise your hips up to the sky. Third, snake yourself through, inches away from the mat, looking up at the mat. So step one, pike, hips up high. Step two, snake yourself all the way through, and then you end looking up at the corners of your room. Snake through, once more. Lift your hips up nice and high. Snake yourself through slowly. Every inch matters. Great job. Let's come back up to standing. Go for a run. So start your run up about 50% of your max speed, and then we'll jog it out even faster. Some private yacht going by. 2 private yachts, a little small boat and a much bigger one. the background there. We're in Manhattan today. Let's pick it up to full speed. Upper East Side again. As fast as you can go, the last 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Plank with a butt kick, so walk out to your straight arm plank. Wrists underneath your shoulders, engage your abs, squeeze your butt. Then take that right leg, try and kick your butt with your right leg, left heel reaches towards the glute, right leg, right heel reaches towards the glute, alternating legs. So do not raise your hips when you do this. Keep your hips the same height the whole time. You just want to kick your legs back one at a time for another 10 seconds or so. Great job, keep it up. Nice work. 3 skaters, 2 jumping jacks. Start at one edge of your mat, skate over to the other, 2, 3, and then 2 jumping jacks. So it's 1, 2, 3 skaters, 2 big jumping jacks. On the skaters, stay low, stay light on your feet, landing on the balls of your feet. For the jumping jacks, get your feet nice and wide, hands touching at the top. Great job. Keep that going for another 10 seconds. Last one. Nice work. Up now, piston press. Slight bend in the knees. Raise your arm up to the sky. As one arm comes up, the other arm's coming down. Imagine pushing your arms through something thick like water. Since we're talking about pistons, pretend you're pushing it through something thick like motor oil perhaps. Halfway through. Since we're not using any weights, create that imaginary resistance. Engage your abs, squeeze your butt, tuck your pelvis, slight bend in the knees, feet hip distance apart. Another 5 seconds or so. Then we'll get into the Carioca. 2, 1. Nice work. So find one edge of your mat, start up your fast feet over to the other side, and then pause, and then get your hips twisting. So it's like a little dance as you go from one side of the mat to the other, twisting your hips from side to side, getting your arms involved. Great job, keep that going. My hips don't want to twist today. It's okay. Do the best you can. Another 10 seconds or so. And then we'll be down on the mat for a crab walk. Nice work. Crab walk time. Flip on over. Come to a bridge. Lift your hips up to the sky. Engage your abs. And then walk back towards the back of your mat, keeping those hips as high as possible. When you reach the back, lift your hips up, reset, and then walk forward, engaging your abs. Weight equally distributed between your palms and your heels. Every time you reach the end of your mat, reset, get everything back up to the sky. This one's a hard one for me because I lack core strength. I work on it every day. Nice work. Come up to standing. Power slams up now. So imagine you have something in between your hands. You pick it up, you slam it down. Power slams, maybe add a hop with each power slam. Ooh, that sun is warm. If you have something light like a pillow, you can also use that. You can take out the hop. Just whatever you have. Really imagine slamming it down, picking it up, slamming it down, ending in a squat position each time. Maybe add that hop every so often. Great job. All right, twist with a punch. Feet hip distance apart. Throw that punch left and right. Over halfway through the entire routine, you should be hitting your stride right now, feeling energized, focusing on that second half of the routine, pushing through, pushing yourself, emptying out the tank. If the twist with the punch is too dizzying, just punch straight forward. Really put some emphasis on those punches. Keep your guard up the entire time. All right, let's switch. Lift, chop, center, drop. Right leg extends forward into a forward lunge. Get down nice and low. Lift up 1 inch, chop to the right, back to the center, drop 1 inch. So lift up 1 inch, chop to the right, down to the center, drop it low. Let's switch legs. Left leg forward, right leg back. Get down nice and low in that forward lunge. Lift up 1 inch, chop to the left this time, back to the center, drop it down, try and get that back knee millimeters from the mat. Great job. Ending shortly on this one. Nice work. Touchdowns, feet together, hop your feet out and then back in. So you start with your feet together, you hop them out like a jumping jack, and at the same time you touch the mat or touch the ground. Try and get as low as you can here. As soon as your feet hop together, they're hopping back apart. You could always take out the hop and just squat down low, touch that mat. And great job. Up next, frog stand. So come down into a frog squat. Frog squat, lock your elbows into your inner thighs or your knees. Walk your hands slightly forward of your shoulders. Push all the weight into your wrists, into your elbows, into your knees, and try and hover your back feet off the ground for a few seconds or the entire time, whatever works for you. Show you again. Frog squat, lock elbows into knees, shift weight forward, balance on those hands. I have a nice big heaping pile of dog crap like 5 feet away from me. Smells real good. Just kidding. All right, mountain climbers, nope. No, now is a frog stand. I wonder what was the previous exercise. So since I messed up, we'll practice the frog stand some more. Nothing wrong with practicing a difficult move twice. Lock those knees into your elbows. Let's come up onto our wrists again. Practice that frog stand. Woo. As your elbows and knees get sweatier, this gets harder to accomplish. That was a pretty good one. All right, next exercise will be down on the mat, mountain climbers. So let's walk out into a plank once again. Once you have that plank position, drive your feet in towards your elbows. Keep that going. In as fast as you can go. I need to take a quick drink break. Keep up the mountain climbers for another 30 seconds. All right, great job. Keep that going. Remember, you can pause the video whenever you want. You could also skip ahead, fast forward, rewind. All right. Up now are tricep dips. Butt on the mat, feet on the mat, knees are bent, elbows slightly bent. Push into the mat, straight arms, your hips come off the mat a couple of inches. As you bend your elbows, they come back down. And as soon as your hips touch the mat, you're pressing back into your hands, straight arms, bend your elbows, butt touches the mat, push back up. Immediately, another 10 seconds left. Keep that going. Up next we have lateral high knees. So we'll be standing, push away, come up, come to standing. First get your high knees going. And then once you have your high knees going, transition left and right. Try and get your knees as high as your waist or up to your belly button. Halfway through the lateral high knees. You can always just march in place as well. And you don't have to move side to side. You could stay in one location. Behind me is the 59th Street Queensboro Bridge, connecting Manhattan to Queens. All right, great job. Chair pose up now. Find the center of your mat, feet hip distance apart. Sit back into an imaginary chair, chest nice and proud. Reach your arms straight up next to your ears, and we'll just hold that. You can always add some pulses. You can add some pulses, and you can also come up to a hip thrust, and then come back down into that chair pose. Great job. Keep it going. Try and get your butt as low as it can go without letting your lower back kick in, without letting your torso round. You want nice flat back. Come up maybe to a quick hip thrust. 2, 1. All right. Euro step. So get those fast feet going again. Then hop over to the other side. By hop, I mean travel over to the other side. Hold that balance on one foot. So get your arms involved. Fast feet, fast arms, and then you hold on that final step, balancing on one foot. Light on the balls of your feet, heels never touching the mat. All right, great job. Pop squats up now. Feet hip distance apart once again. Squat down low, and then just a little hop up. So very small range of motion on the hop, on the pop. You can also take out the pop and just do standard squats. If you're doing the standard squat, get as low as you can with that squat. With the pop squats, you're just doing small ranges of motion, but you're doing it faster than a full range of motion squat. Nice work. All right, up next are surrenders. Come down to kneeling. From kneeling, legs hip distance apart. Come to one foot, stand on the other foot. Now you're in a low lunge, a low squat, and then back down to your knees. So you come from kneeling to squat position, never fully standing up. Last 10 seconds or so. My countdown timer seems kind of off today, so doing the best I can here with what I have. And let's transition down to our mat. Fly to a sit-up. So start with your feet forward of your butt, legs hip distance apart. Raise your arms up to out to a T. As you come up and do a sit-up, You're going to bring your arms together in that fly, roll down nice and slow, arms back up to that T, do that sit up, push your hands together for that fly. Slow and controlled since we're not using any weight. Slow on the way down, each vertebrae touching the mat. Great job, keep it going. Get in one more. Pop up, fast feet. 2 more exercises left. This and a beast hold. And then we get right in to our cool down. So fast feet. My feet are barely touching the mat. My heels are never touching the mat, just the balls of my feet. Keep that going. Up next we have a beast hold, core move to finish off. Fastest feet you've ever done. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's walk out to all fours. Once you're in all fours, lift your knees up just a couple of inches. And this is what we hold for the last exercise. So your knees are a couple inches off of the mat. You're holding a plank position, engaging your abs, sucking your navel to your spine. Toes are curled under. All 10 fingers are spread nice and wide. Wrists are directly underneath your shoulders. Shoulder blades are slightly retracted, looking down at your mat. Keep on breathing. Keep on engaging those abs as tight as you can. And then we will be in our cool down. All right, great job. Let's sit back towards our heels in a child's pose. Sit back, knees wider than hips. Push back, elbows, forearms on the mat. Try and get your butt to touch your heels. Nice job. Let's walk forward, come to all fours. Walk your hands to the front of the mat, high cobra. Look up slightly. Nice work today. It was a hard one for sure. Let's come to half kneeling with the right foot in front. Raise your arms up to the sky. Bring them to prayer position. Left elbow outside of right knee. Twist your right your right hand over to your left. Then back to center. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Arms up to the sky. Hands to prayer position. Right elbow outside of left knee this time. Left hand comes over to right hip. Back to center. Come up to a plank, come up to downward facing dog. Pedal your feet out. Lift your hips up, push your heels down. Walk your hands back to your feet. Slowly roll it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your right hand across, your right arm across the left side of your body. Hook it in with your left. And take your right hand behind. Grab your right elbow with your left hand. Tricep stretch on the right. Nice work. Left arm across the right side of your body. Hook it in with your right. Left hand behind your neck. Right hand pulls on the left elbow. Great job. We'll take 3 big deep breaths in and then we'll be all done. So reach up to the sky, bend over, scoop up some sand. Exhale, 2 more. Inhale nice and deeply, scoop up some more sand. Exhale. And then last one, scoop up that pile of dog crap. And then exhale. Great job. That was 30 minutes of high intensity interval training, no repeating of any exercises, and no rest break. Great job today. If you like the video, please subscribe. We are live every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. All right, thank you. Bye now.